Hi, my name's Bud, and I just want to take a few minutes to show you how you can access microdata through the government census information to help you locate concentrations of unreached people groups in your city. So let's go through just step by step. So the first thing you want to do is in your browser, you want to access this through the website. So we're looking at data.census.gov. Now, once you get to the data sheet, this is where it gets complicated. If you don't know what you're doing, you can get lost. And so there's lots of good information, but I just want to point you specifically to finding this micro data. So if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, the very one says Explore Micro Data. And as you click that, you're going to be given an opportunity to select your data set. So typically I'm always going to use public use microdata. You can use 1-year estimates. I go to 5-year estimate because it gives you a larger sample size. And then you want to pick the most recent year. So the 2020 census data has been posted, but for microdata, it's not yet been updated for this purpose. So we're going to go with the most recent 2019. And then we have several things to choose from as far as variables. So I'm going to show you how I do this, but I want to give you the opportunity to choose whatever variables you would like. There's lots of variables that you can choose to find unreached people groups. What I found to be the most useful is language other than English spoken at home. And so if you look at this list, there are hundreds of things that you could choose to get data on. And so I think it'd be an encouragement to you to see what you can look at, like there is country of origin, but I like to go with language. So what I do to find that is I'll push Control F to find, and then language. So language is in here 3 times. So the first one here, it says household language, and then this number here is how many options there are. So on this one, household language, there's 6, and if you want to see what those 6 are, you click details. And then the values are very broad: English, Spanish, Indo-European, Asian Pacific Island, or other language. That's not very helpful. So let's go to the next one. Language other than English spoken at home. We only have 3 variables. So again, if you look at details, the values are not applicable. Yes speaks another language, or no speaks only English. So really not helpful. And it's going to be the last one. The code is LANP, languages other than English spoken at home. 139 variables. So we want to choose that one. You can choose other things as well, but I'm just going to do languages other than English spoken at home with 139 variables. Secondly, we're going to select geographies. We can do this by region, division, state, or again, this is where it gets really helpful in a metropolitan city, micro use or public use microdata area, or PUMA. As you click that, you're going to drill down. So I'm in Dallas, Texas right now, so we're going to go down to Texas. And then you'll see lots of different microdata areas. And so in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, that's 4 primary counties. So we're going to just choose Collin County. And just for our purposes, I'm just going to choose Collin County, but in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, we also have Denton County, Dallas County, and then if you keep going down, you'll see Tarrant County. And then each of these have a unique geographic area. So we have our Collin County public use microdata areas chosen. Then I want to look at the data cart. So it's saying, okay, here are the languages. So if you remember, there was 139 variables of languages other than English spoken at home. So if you're looking for a specific people group, this becomes really easy because I'll uncheck all of these. And let's say I'm looking for Arabic speakers. So I can just search Arabic. The value is 4,500. I'll check that box. And if that's all I want to find is Arabic speakers in Collin County, then that would be all I would do. But let's say I want to find all of the unreached people groups, and we can kind of vaguely do that through language spoken. So as we go through the list, it's like, hey, these are languages I know to be spoken by unreached people groups. So we're going to choose Albanian, we're going to choose Farsi, Kurdish, Pashto, and I'm just going to go through and knowing I'm passing up some just to show. Let's see here. Let's get Turkish. Let's get Japanese, and let's just do one more. Let's do Somali, and then we're going to go to table layout. As you click table layout, as you see now, the table is laid out with 2 rows but no columns. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to look through, in my opinion. But if you do that, you'll see it as it's shown out here. It'll have the area and then the number of each group. What I like to do is put the languages spoken in a column. So I can drag it up here to column. And then the geographic area in the column, and then the rows being the languages. So you kind of see a sample of what this would look like. Then there's 2 options. I can view table or I can download. So just for our purposes, without having to change screens, I'm going to click view table. And if you look down here, it's going to be loading the variables. And so what we see is the languages populating in columns, then the areas of Collin County being here. So if just a quick glance, we see there's 5,100 Gujarati speakers in Collin County, and then we can further break that down and see that, okay, the largest cluster of that 1,700 is in whatever this category is here, and this is where the benefit is of downloading, because I can't see or drag or manipulate this spreadsheet. But to download, all I need to do is go up here to where it says download and share, and then I want to extract or I want to download the table view in a CSV, so I click that, and then I can click download, and so that's going to be downloading. And then now, just how I'm recording this, you're not going to see me be able to open the spreadsheet, but let me go in and change that real quick. All right. So now we see the same information, but I'm able to manipulate this. So I can drag this over, and if we were looking at the 1,700 Gujarati speaking, we see that is going to be in Allen, Murphy, East Plano, Parker cities. So again, if we're looking at Albanian, 384 in west city limits of Plano. Arabic speakers, largest is going to be in this area right here, 10 again, so Allen, Murphy, East Plano, Parker cities. So not going to spend much more time. Once you get this information, you can choose how to use it, but as you're thinking through developing a strategy in your city, defining targets, and as you're training strategy coordinators to engage those targets, this could be a helpful tool. So if you found this helpful, feel free to share the tool with someone else. Don't necessarily feel obligated to share the video, because the video is not that good, but the tool is great. So thanks. Praise God that you're interested in unreached people groups and diaspora, and blessings.